Okay. Hello, hello, and welcome. It's Tuesday. Oh, it's not Tuesday. It's Thursday, and I am putting a picture on in a minute. Let's see. Deep sigh. There you go. And I'm going to close that over here. I think I'm just gonna adjust the zoom on the camera a bit. So like that, and then I'm gonna move it like that, because then it would be quite close for you, but the camera is actually far away from my pen and everything. So that is what I've been battling a bit. I am almost there. Okay, cool. So Hello and welcome to Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia and I'm gonna do some diamond painting today again. I'm gonna keep on working on Springshowers by Randal Spangler, which I started a couple of dreams ago. I think I have a couple of things to say before I get started, and then I have a lot to say while I diamond paint. But and I want to show you a couple of things too. But this is a picture it's all about. And why don't we just bring it a bit closer to the camera? There you go. Whoops. That is the piece. And it's a 50 by 65, so it's a medium size. And I have made a couple of decisions lately. And one of them is I'm gonna take it a bit more easy or slow going or whatever you would call it with my diamond painting or my crafting just in general. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. And how are you today? How is your day so far? Instead of rushing and stressing about things I really can't influence anything on, hang on. I'm just going to do a bit of chill. There's several things in this. It's been good, a bit stressing. I know the feeling, believe me. I had to decide a couple of things this couple of days. First, as I say, I'm gonna take it really slow and easy. So I might not be joining some of the Masters event because I need to slow things down, not drastically, but just be very cautious about what pace I'm doing things in, because I am really swamped at my work. And I am working on a really few hours, so and I love my work, so it's a bit of a balance I have to try. And so there's gonna happen few things in here with my stream. So the main thing is I'm gonna change the schedule for the stream. So because just today it's so hot for me, I'm so tired when I go live on Thursday, and that's why I more than a couple of times lately have been canceling my Friday stream. So what I'm gonna do this week is I'm gonna be live tonight, and then I might be going on a early stream tomorrow. Early for me, that means that I will be going live around 11 p.m. maybe. I would say between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. In that time span. And the reason why I can't tell you is because my days off are like the days I want to do things as they go. So, but I have been doing a couple of kind of testing surprise streams lately at that time of the day, and that actually suits me very well. So, it might be around 1 p.m. I might say that because I really need my breakfast. I am starting to do some intermediate fasting too, so that means that my first meal of the day is around lunch. So I need my lunch. I need my lunch. But that means I'm gonna do that this week. But going forward, I'm not gonna stream on Thursday night. I have to cancel that completely. That means that, but if I am up to it, I might be streaming an earlier stream Thursday. So I still will have, my night, but I will be streaming maybe, and the early streams would be like 2 or 3 hours at the most. And then I'll be streaming Friday night or evening, 8 p.m. And my Sunday. But just to say that as a, what you say, like a regular schedule. It's gonna be Friday evening 8 p.m. and it's gonna be Sunday as per usual. And then I'm gonna put in either a stream Monday, as I have Monday off. So if I don't have anything else, I'm gonna do a stream there, and maybe on Thursday, also another stream. So my late night streams are gonna be one, and that's gonna be Friday evening, 8 p.m. my time or Central European time. And then I'm gonna do the Sunday as usual with 1 hour stream first from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in Danish, and then the rest of the day, almost, no, not the rest of the day, but for 3 hours English, and then we'll be done for the day. And then, because it's, the thing is that if I do my like surprise stream, or more like I would say when I have like resources enough stream, then it might even be like I would be going live, for instance, 11 a.m. and then I would be streaming as far as 3 p.m. or something. So it might even be longer time, and it's probably gonna be from my living room, and I'm gonna do a lot of diamond painting. So I think that that is a better solution for me and less stressful. Um, because these late night streams are really, really taking their toll on me, especially on Thursdays. So, as I say, I'm not gonna stream tomorrow evening. I am maybe gonna stream tomorrow around 1 p.m. So, and then for 2 or 3 hours, depending on what I have else going on. So I know for as a fact for tomorrow I don't have any else appointment or anything. I'm just gonna do some laundry and some house chores, so I can do that while I stream. No problem. I can still be taking care of my my laundry and do a bit of house things while I stream. That you'll just be a part of that. It's not. I'm not gonna like do a deep clean or anything. It's just gonna put the wet clothes in the tumble dryer or hang them on a line or something. So it's or put them in a washing machine. So it's gonna be something like that. So. I am of course gonna repeat this later on the stream, but just for you folks that are here now, or if you see this on a VOD, I thought I might as well just tell you very early in the stream. I know my VODs are coming on very late, as from it's like a week late, and that is due to that I have so much in my life going on, and I still have very limited resources when it comes to how much I can stay awake for. So unfortunately, I am going to eat a bit of apple while I stream here in the beginning. So it's you have a lot of dogs riding at the moment, don't you, Ola? Oh, you've been off work today, and you are back on Saturday, and Saturday is going to be a lot of dogs, yeah. Because you are like entering the summer events now, with festivals and concerts and travel and all that things. I I, I guess. I'm gonna show you later. Yeah, you're right. People are starting going on holidays. Yeah, my boss, my manager, and he is in Greek at the moment in Athens. He's been like since Monday, I think. I think it's a Monday to Monday thing because he's coming back Tuesday. What we are gonna do, as if I have um at the end of the stream today, is we're gonna knit. I want to show you some of the, because I finished the towel I've been sitting knitting and have been doing all the things, so it just needs to be washed. And I actually put it in the laundry bin, but I took it up so I could show you. So Ula, what do you think of my schedule, my streaming schedule? I think it's a good idea. You have to remember to take care of yourself. And for me personally, the time is still perfect. Okay, well, no problem. Yeah, and I think that, for instance, the fact that I'm not going to stream Friday night, that Bench would be able to be a bit more on my stream and would be able to help, with the mod thing and all that if it should be an issue. He did warn a bit today about something going on the Discord. The thing is, when you work, there's only so much you can do. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's no doubt about it. If I was like not working, I would be able to do stream almost every night. You know, no, no doubt about that. Um, and if I would ever be so lucky to win all the big lottery, thing, for sure I would stop working and not immediately, but I would stop working. An early retirement for sure, and then I would be streaming more days and evenings and longer stream and all that because I would have more energy or more resources to work with. I just looked at myself in the mirror. I looked like a hang cat or a cat that was, been in a car accident. So I'm like, okay, I need to act on this now. So this is me acting on it and be honest about it too. That at the end of the day, I really don't have much to do to give when I have been like working and even though I only work for you know 3 hours today, to me and my body it's like a whole day's work, 7 hour, 7.5 hour, whatever you work as a ordinary job. Uh, so my body is completely tired, and my brain is too. But I'm also a woman of word. So if I promise something, I'm gonna keep it as good as I can. Hey, Benj, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. How are you today? So, Benj, I'm gonna say this a couple of times today, but I'm gonna tell you right off the bat that I decided that I'm gonna change my schedule for my streaming. I do apologize if you can hear a lot of traffic in the background. It's just we started harvest and field time in my town, and all the big machines are being moved at this point. No, not harvest. It's too early. It's the sowing and planting things. So you sent me some pictures. Oh, that is beautiful. What is that a I can't see what tree it is or plant, but it looks amazing. You have a lawn that is so much nicer than ours. I will say. Can I show the stream? Can I show it on stream? Oh, it's a rhododendron. Oh, that is huge. That is huge. That is from Ula's garden, and isn't that looking good? I don't know what that is called in English actually. If there is an English word for it, I don't know. There might not be. Where's my. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's is it this one, Una? It's a bit hard to see on that one. Rhododendron. It's 3 meter high, and yeah, it could go. It looks like that. Yeah. So maybe it's so 10 people can be around it. So it might be this one. I don't know what this is called in English. If it's the same word. It's the same word. Okay. I think it's maybe it might be close to the Latin word. So that is an amazing plant. I love those. I don't have any in my in the garden I have now, but back in the days when the first house I bought, we did a bit of rebuilding and stuff, and that made we had to move a lot. Excuse me, I had to move a lot of things in the garden and just clean it out and everything. It was an old garden, to be honest. So I got like I said, I want a plant that can kind of take care of itself. So what we did was we bought three, and then we put like they said, if you just put these wooden pieces around it, then you don't have to do anything, and then put the sour beds on. Well, I just got occupied by something, Ben. So what are you thinking of changing your streaming schedules? Yeah. See, the problem is that when I reach my Thursday evening, I am really, really worn out, and I am almost run dry for any kind of energy. I'm so tired. And I kind of regret it every time I do it. Like, oh shoot, I should just have canceled. And it has something to do with that. Thursday I still work in from 8 till around 12 or 1 p.m. Um, so what I decided is I'm on today. Then tomorrow I'm gonna cancel it. I might be going live like 1 p.m. instead of. So it's gonna be an early stream. And then from there and forward, it's gonna be like I'm gonna stream Friday evening 8 p.m. and then I'm gonna stream Sunday as per usual, and then I'm gonna put in some early streams like surprise streams or whatever you would call it during the week. And it might be during the week means that it might be Monday because my Monday is my day off, or it might be Thursday because I'm having the next day off. So I can be like, recovering. But this whole 8 till midnight thing is just too late, and I'm just already when I reach 8 o'clock, I'm like after dinner I'm more likely to sit and just chill than be streaming. So and you know as long as this is not my job, I feel like I'm gonna do it when as in a way where I still find it's funny and it's something I do that still kind of provides some kind of enjoyment for me. So yeah, my regular job, or the job that gives me money is the most important in that whole thing. So I have been thinking long and hard about it, because I was around where maybe I should just cancel it everything and just only stream on Sundays. But I still wanna be in touch during the week. So these test stream I have been doing these early streams or surprise stream has shown me that I am my community or the the relations I'm building on Twitch are now so big that I still people are actually online that knows me, or I see words following me. So they will maybe see that I go online. We might clash on Mondays, but that is fine, of course. Just so you know that if I go live, it's not like I have done it on purpose. No, 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 no. It's not like that. I know that. I know that, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, why are you live when I'm going live? No, not at all. Not at all. Um, so you absolutely anytime you just go live when you feel like binge. It's not like we're not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna have anything against that at all because I'm not keeping a regular schedule in that. But yeah, I get my head in the sand about that. The more you stream, you'll meet new people. Yeah, and I mean, the last time, and this is where I am at the moment. I am so swamped at my work, and that my head is really like blank sometimes. But last time I streamed during this week, and I can't remember the day of the week. Was it yesterday? No, Tuesday. Never mind. One of these when I stream. I was like, I actually have the same amount of people stopping by as I have in the evening. So it's not like I'm sitting only me during the day, because I have, built a little bit of a community, and people are following me, and people from also from Europe, so also from my time or our time zone. It's not just from the stage, which it was in the beginning, and that was actually why I was kind of, I felt not forced, but I felt like if I'm gonna have anyone see me that I know of, I'll have to be streaming late to accommodate that. But I feel like today that I follow people that are in my time zone, so and they are following me. So in that sense, we will be like connecting and reconnecting. And who knows, if we stream like I stream first and you stream after, or the other way around, we will be able to raid into each other's communities, and I mean that could still be something, and give both of us still feel like getting something out of it. And I think sometimes you and I, binge, that maybe we do overthink things a bit. Um, because I'm not kidding. I have really been thinking long and hard of this, and had a long, no, not a long. I had a talk with my husband about it the other day, and I was like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "Yeah, do whatever." So that's his way of supporting me. Um, but yeah, in the way that you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Um, and I think that the most important thing is that you actually have the energy to be streaming, than do it to accommodate anyone. Like this week, I will only be able to, I think, be part of Miss Coffee one time because she's streaming really late, and it's just what it is, It is what it is. So instead of like, for me anyway, I think instead of I try to please everybody, I think it's more important that I please myself and do whatever I have when I have the resource. I actually have the resource, and not like burning my cattle in cattle, my candle in both ends. This is going to be a good stream, I'm telling you. So, how are you doing, Bench? Are you diamond painting, or what is going on? Did you finish your piece not the other day? Or is it just me? Oh. Have you seen this? It's a diamond art club. To Gulman. Don't know. 70 by 70. It looks actually quite nice. She is so adorable, honey. Your dog. Oh, it was Catherine that had a finish. I had my headset on, but was away from the computer. Okay, okay. um. So how is it going? Are you still working on your tuck pins, and you must be very close to the finish now? I always get so impatient with myself when I reach the last row or so, last two rows. I'm like, okay, can I just finish it already? Just be done with it, Bia. I wish I was finished, but still some more to go on it. It's extremely confetti heavy, as you know, and to avoid burnout, I'm doing a section a day at the most. But yeah, I'm on my last two rows. Oh, yeah. I think it's just me, you know. I'm not always in tune for how fast things goes. I think sometimes I get a bit surprised, like, oh, you're already done. But yeah, I am with my other one, the songs on the cherry tree. I finished the two first rows, and I am about to finish the third one. So it's going in a good, nice, easy pace. I'm actually not working on it every day, and just the fact that I'm not doing that is also telling. And it's not because I don't want to. I simply just can't. Because my body will be like, no, you might want to, but no. So, and that is also a kind of a, tell for me that I need to chill out a bit. um, it's been over 2 months on and off. Yeah, but and that is, it's a big picture, and there's a lot of confetti. It looks amazing, and I think you will find that it's all worth it. Um, and it's just, I think it's when you stream, you can kind of have a tendency, um, or maybe it is something you do. We all do. I don't know. Put a stress on you. I know I do, and I do it whether I stream or not. Um, I am a bit impatient. When I reach over halfway, I'm just gonna be like, okay, now I need to be done with it and move on. Um, and that's kind of funny thinking that I really want to do the big pieces, and have done some really big pieces, but I don't know. I'm always a bit, like I said, when I reach the last two to three rows, I'm like, okay, now if I could, I would I would send it off to someone and just to let them finish it. If that was a possibility, I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't know. I'm just like all fed up with it. with the most pieces. And some pieces I have been like, oh no, I'm already done. What now? Um, and this is kind of funny because it's actually a lot of the Josephine wall pictures I've been doing. I've had that feeling like, oh, I'm already done. I'm already at the last two. It's not, oh, can I be at the two last? It's I'm already there. Um, and that's when I get so like absorbed by what I do and all the colors. I like colors, and there's a lot of colors in Josephine Wall pictures. So when I do that, it's like a lot. It doesn't. I don't even care how many colors are, how big it is, because I would just be right into it. But it's also gonna be a picture I would be doing off stream just to get absorbed in it. But I have been evaluating Twitch as a whole also. Like I love streaming, but it is and will always be a hobby for me. I was sad to learn that where I thought our community was supportive and encouraging, I got a DM reporting some unpleasantness with some remarks made towards myself. So yeah, I've decided to pull back a bit and just do things for me. Oh no, Bench. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is not good. Yeah, and I mean it's a hobby for me too. It's not something I do. I don't. This is not my job. I have another job. I have a job that pays me money. So yeah, this is a hobby for me too. Both the diamond painting and the crafting and the streaming. So absolutely, I get where you come from, and you have to take care of you. I'm so sorry that someone targeted you. Um, I don't hope it's anyone from my streams or one from any of my community. Um, I get so sad when things like that happen. Like I always feel I give more than ask in return, but things get a bit like whispers in the corner, and I have zero tolerance for drama. Oh, I'm, I'm always like, I'm always so oblivious when things like that happen. I wish I could help by saying, oh, yeah, and be so supportive in that way, saying, I know what you're talking about. In all good peace, I just know new limits. Okay, okay. But just let me know if it's anyone I know or anything I can do for you. You know, I'm here. Cause it's a zero tolerance for me. You don't be mean. You know, be nice to each other and behave and all that. I mean, it's okay to have a different opinion and everything, but if you really don't like the streamer, then don't be there. You don't. As I said the other day, you don't hate stream. You know. Yeah, but putting more highlights on the matter is not what I want to give them. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Just so you know, I'm here. Okay, then we're gonna let it go there then. We're gonna let it go there. So, I have some good news. You wanna hear some good news? Mm. Ula says she's sorry to hear about it, and she thinks it. She says something very like it's a certain part of Denmark that says this word. But it's so typical. But what she says is, you feel like it's too much that the few are ruining for the lots. So, and she says like all of us that are like behaving and nice, and we like following you, and then there's a couple of people that are ruining it for everyone else. So that's kind of the. It's just that one word made me laugh a bit. Okay, the good news. You remember I talked about this special chair I needed for my work that cost a fortune, and that I have one, but I need another one at the office that I'm going to once a week. And this special about this chair is that I can kind of lock the wheels, so I'm not using any resources in adjusting my body. I can actually relax and the one I have at home. When I got that, it was no problem. It was just a matter of telling my case handler that I needed that chair, and then she would approve for it. This one is one you had to apply for. I had to like justify or explain why I needed it, and she would have to go in front of a board and go like, this is why she needed it. So it's a whole thing, and she said it's not as easy as it used to be, and the money are very tight, or they are holding them very close to themselves. So I can't promise you anything. Dust to dust, dawn to dusk, James. Hello, welcome in. You've been missed by me. I noticed you weren't around as much, but it's important to explore your needs and curiosities for sure. Yeah. So, it's all good. I have a thick skin, and to be honest, it helps with where I put my energy. Yeah, Benj, as long as you put them with me, then I'm okay. No, I'm just joking. So, this special charm. My case handler was like, when we had a meeting about the whole, my special contract and all that, she was like, I think, you know what, after we had the talk, she said, I think we should go and try and apply for it. The worst case scenario, they say no. But just don't get your hopes up too high, because for the most part, they will say no. So yesterday I got a letter from in my what we call electronic mailbox from the state authorities, and with a approval. So now I have been in contact with a company that specializes in buying these chairs. I'm going to get my chair. Yay! That is amazing, because when I'm not at the office, I'm there for about at least 4 hours, and for the most part, I will be sitting either in a meeting or working. So I have been wondering why my back was hurting so bad after I've been at the office, and that was why, no doubt about it. So that is one good news, and I was really, really happy about. This is a big thing, because when case handlers say don't count on it, this is a really big thing. I'm glad that they are providing what will offer you the most comfort while working. Yeah, and this is like a chair that cost. I'm gonna figure it out in pounds, because it's so you have like a price idea what I'm talking about. That it's not just something You buy in the local store. Or you can buy it as a private person, but not that many will do it. Let's say, gonna go for British pounds, and it's just gonna go with the um yeah. So it will be around 1,200 pounds for a chair, around that price. Yeah, that was what the old one cost. No, it's not made of gold. The thing is, it's a whole locking mechanism that is expensive, to be honest. And there's that, and it is one of the only chairs that they build. Don't laugh. That you can actually adjust so low, so I can sit probably, without me having my, without me getting my blood flow closed off anything, or I need to sit with a support under my feet, so I can actually sit with my feet on the ground. I can't reach any tables probably, but I can sit and reach the ground. So no, but it's it's one of the reasons. So they make this like a custom made chair for you. So that's also why. So this is like they get your measurements. So I can choose from some different measurements, and so it's not like a standard chair at all, of course. So that is why it's so expensive. And then the locking, the fact they lock the wheels. I was doing a bit of research, and first of all, there's only a couple of companies that does this kind of chairs, and it is like a um, for what do you call it? An aid, like it's a helping tool. So it's not like an office chair. It's not considered as an office chair. It's actually a an aid for disabled persons, like I am. It was something, I am disabled. That's a good thing. I was really happy about it, because otherwise I was a bit maybe and that was what we were talking about at the meeting, was that the consequence if I don't get that chair is that I'm not going into the office that much, because that would be like the consequence of it, and they will like you to go more into office too, so you get more like a regular feeling and meeting colleagues and all that. So they kind of want to provide for that. So yeah, I guess that's also what she said to the board, if I should make a guess. So that was one thing, a good thing. And then the other good news, I would not say it's a completely good news, but it's a semi good news. And that is that my husband was in the big union for electricians in Denmark and talked to them. It was not in the main headquarters, but it was in a local um, department, and they said that they thought he had a good case, and they were kind of they completely agreed with him that the way that he'd been treated at the union where he is now, and that has handling his case, that was absolutely outrageous, and there's so much they could have done for him that they haven't. And they said that the unions are like one of the few that are not under the law about how to do market techniques and stuff like that. So they can act like they want to, and they do. I had some friends who were in Denmark for Eurovision, and they went on a walking tour. And the tour guide said that in Denmark, parents often have children outside of coffee shops in prams if they are sleeping. Is that real? Yep. real. And it's not a big of a deal. It isn't. We actually don't consider it as a big of a deal. It's very, very common. I think, well, I think the babies in general in Denmark are so used to sleep outside that they actually will sleep more better, have better sleep outside than if you took them inside. So yeah. And we don't have any. I think might have one or two cases of any kidnapping a baby, but it's like old ones, and it's not anything at all. Yeah. Also, the women often walk home late at night alone. Depends. I would say depends on where and how late. But and I would say more in my generation we did when I was young. I never thought of it when I was 26 and went into town and went dancing and drinking and everything. I took the train home alone. I lived alone, and I never gave any second thoughts of that. I never felt insecure or anything. But I will say, the young ones I talked to today, that's been my stepkids and, the ones I have under my care. I've always said, go home and, be with your friends. Don't be alone. Be with your friends, especially if you go to Copenhagen and stay out late night, those places. But like in our town, when they have like party in down at the school and stuff like that, everyone walks home late at night alone if they are. It's not. I don't think that. As I said, the alone, that part with the women alone, like late night walking in the street, depends a bit on where in the world you are and when in what kind of part of the Denmark you are. But for like in general, I would say you could do it and not being afraid of being killed or anything, raped or. But I think for the young generation, a lot of their parents, when it comes to the girls, they are being, picked up and, they are so used to their parents driving them everywhere. So for the most part, they will, to a certain extent, do it still when they're like 18 to 20 maybe, and maybe until as far as they live at home, the parents will be offering them a lift or a drive. But yeah, I know we are, but in that sense, I think that Denmark is like, we are a dog pond. We are for the most part nice and quiet people, and we do behave ourselves towards other people. We are not like a. People call us often like we're closed and we're the cold people from the cold north. But I would say we're more like we're just quiet and take care of ourselves and just, so we're not like Italian with big movement and large body language and all that. that is not part of our culture. Um, so if you watch your side, I'm gonna watch my side. I think that's just in general, you know. And if you Ula, if you don't agree with me, just jump in. Because Ula's living in another part. Hello, Gina. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? And what are you up to? Uh, Ula's living in a different part of Denmark than I am, and even though we're such a small country, we do have things that are a bit different depending on the part we're living in. So, but the baby thing and the cafe thing, coffee shop, is so common and all over the country. It's like it's not just in Copenhagen or big cities. It's everywhere. It's just our culture that's like that. Um, Ula says it's nice and quiet here. Nothing much happens. The worst thing that can happen is you will be in a car accident, or maybe hit by a farming machine of some sort. I guess. I'm good. Just trying to finish this dang diamond painting. I am so ready for Empress. I know that feeling, Gina. I know that feeling. So we are very excited, my husband and I, because it looks like they will take his case and go to court. And the man he was talking to today sounded really like he knew his law things and the rules and all that. And he was like, you have a case, of course you have a case. The only thing he needed was like the head of the office is gonna say yes and approve. Then he would go right ahead. So it's not a done deal yet. So he might actually get win a case against his own company. We will cross fingers that they will take it. And so yeah, so it's not him or slash us that's been that wrong. It's the old union, and I'm gonna find another one. I don't have money for a big one, but I have money for a medium sized one, so I'm going with that. And I'm gonna do a bit of research before, and then gonna decide where to be. So yeah. So it's knock on wood, things are like turning around a bit for us, finally. And like we were talking about, my husband and I, it's like the money would be nice, no doubt about that. We could really use the money. Like I could get a new computer and stuff like that, but it's even more the principle of that, just the thought of that the company actually got away with doing whatever they please and just like run over a employee that way. That is the main reason why you wanna take it to court, and you wanna go all the way. Ola says it's nice to hear that someone is actually on our side this time, so she's crossing fingers that everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. It's like the feeling you have, like you're like living, but you are like holding the breath. Just like I'm just gonna go over this obstacle, then I can breathe. I'm just gonna go, and that's how I am. And I think that's also why I'm like um maybe struggling a bit with the energy level, and I'm still in a kind of survival mode. So yeah. Um, so that was the good news. The good news, really good news, the semi good news. Um, and then I was thinking, I thought, it's gonna come to me in a minute because there was something else I was thinking that also was a good news that like, um, and now I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh yeah, that was actually not a good news, but I actually had to have an extra day off, have a sick day, Wednesday, yesterday. I woke up and my body was like, nope, mm-mm. Um, so I wrote to my manager who is in Athens at the moment, but he has allowed me to write to him because he can't completely let go of the work. He is like the head of the everything at the moment, so not at the moment, but he is head of everything. So so he kind of needs to keep in touch. People need still to some extent need to be able to get hold of him. So and so I was like writing to him, morning, not good day, and I'm gonna give it some more rest and see around 11 a.m. And if it's not good, I'm gonna just call it a day. So when I reached 11 a.m., I was not hurting, but I had like a completely strange feeling in the body. And I know from experience that when I am that way in the body and it feels like that, I can know for certain that if I do put myself in front of a computer, I'm gonna fall asleep. My body would be like, yeah, you might think you're ready, but you're not. so, so I was like, okay. So I wrote to him like, not today. It's gonna be tomorrow. So I actually was working a lot today, cause the way I work, I only work 10 hours a week. But the things I do, the position I am in, it's actually like for a full time job. So I try to do as much as I can within the hours I have. And the big trap in this is that I actually love my job, and sometimes I am working a bit longer than I should. I am trying to see if I can go up to 12 hours a week, at least in the summertime, maybe. But I'm a bit scared that it might backlash at me. So, but it's a balance between, not, I don't want to stress because that's also kind of have a bad impact on my body. And so either I stress or I work 2 hours more. So, yeah. Um, uh, so I just, oh yeah, I found a mount that I could put my cross stitch on, and it was on sale, and I wrote to the one. There was a couple of things I needed to, be sure of before I kind of invest in this, because it is a bit of money. It's not like a office chair. It is cheaper than that, but it's kind of money for me. But it is a made to order thing, so it's built by the owner of the shop, and So I just wanted to, be sure. So one of the things I wanted to be sure of is that if I was like seeing it correct, that it was like you get in one package you will get three positions. So you can either have like it mounted on the table. So if I'm to put it in on here, it's on the table here. It's gonna be like a clip thing. Um, and it's going to be mounted on the table, and then I will have like the camera over it, or I can have it like seated in the couch and be like almost like a bed table there, or it can stand on the floor. So this like you get three in one. So that was like, ooh, I like that. And then I wanted to ask him if because it's like the standard. If you buy the standard, it's 60 centimeter by 30 centimeter in the height, I think. And I said, well, can if I want to have a bigger frame at one point, can I order bigger frame without ordering the whole thing? And he goes, yeah, yeah, sure, no problem with that. So if I need, if I want to do bigger projects, crusted projects, that where I'm like I need bigger frame, then I can order one there. So I am going to buy one, and I said that's perfect. I'm very. And I said to him honestly, I really want to have one. I want to buy one from you. I don't have the money right now, sadly, because I can see it's on sale. And then he was very nice. He wrote back to me, "Wow, we're gonna make sales later too." So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait next time you put it on sale. Then I'm gonna buy it. So I hope in a way that my plan is to write to him when I have the money and say, I have the money. When are you having sale? And I guess he will be putting a sale up for me at that point. And that is a thing I look very very much forward to get, because I am sitting with it in my hands at the moment, and it's a bit hard for my hands. So I'm not working as much as I could on my cross stitch, unfortunately, because I'm kind of waiting for that. Um, so I decided I was like debating with myself whether to buy that or I'm gonna buy crochet hooks, because I'm so in love with the first one, the ones that Miss Coffee is using, and I think Steeler Chick is using them too. And I've found they actually make um, Taurus a Taurus line, and they're purple. I mean, what more can I ask for? But I'm not gonna buy those. Miss Coffee and Steel are right. I do more cross stitch that I crochet, so I need actually the amount for the crochet, for the cross stitch more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm not gonna say that if he does win that case, my husband, and we do get some extra money in house, I might be buying a couple of crochet hooks and the mount and a new computer. No, the new computer for sure. That is sure. There's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna buy and get, but it depends on how many money he will get in. But just the fact that we would be able to, because we do have a bit of a, you know, we still needs a bit of money to pay off some debts and stuff from the month where he didn't have any salary coming in and or very low. So if we could just cover that financial hole, and that will as a start will be amazing. And maybe that he could pay off um, a loan he had, we did at one point. So that could actually you know free some money in the everyday life. So that would be nice. But we will see. It looks better than it did yesterday about that. And it's been like, I was like, I've been so wanted to ask him, but it's been like a very, source for a lot of stress and stuff like for him. So I didn't want to push him or pressure him. So I just asked him yesterday and said, oh yeah, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow because they have like long opening hours on Thursday. So that was why he was waiting. So yeah. So we will see. We will see. My dog is doing good. He is. He's gonna get. He's gonna adjust to the whole streaming during day thing. Cause last time I was almost getting one dog shorter. That's for sure. Oh, I was getting one arm shorter because he was biting my arm. No, he wasn't, but he was. I think he was very annoyed by the fact that it sounded like I was having fun without him. To be frank. so so we're gonna. I'm gonna take the opportunity and use when I do my streaming during day. I'm gonna like use it as a obedience training tool. So I'm gonna train him, desensitize him to the fact that I can actually sound like I'm talking to someone and having fun without him being a part of it. That spoiled brat. So if you just what's the time? Yeah, it's about, if you just entered the chat, I am going to reschedule my schedule for my streaming. I have to be honest with myself and everyone else. I was always gonna say. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stream today, as I'm here. I'm gonna be here until per usual. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow night or evening, and I am gonna write this on my Instagram. So, but I might be doing a pop up stream. I think we're gonna call it pop up stream or something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna call these streams because it's gonna be streams like I do whenever I have the resources for it. So, but I might be streaming around 1 p.m. tomorrow, my time. Um, like a replacement for the so because I'm not streaming in the afternoon. And then I'm gonna have my Sunday stream per usual. And then from the next week, it's gonna be like I'm not streaming on Thursdays. I will be streaming on Fridays evening. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the schedule next week, like on my schedule, and then I'm going to this days here. It's just gonna be like, yeah. You will know when you know it thing. My thoughts about this is because I am very very tired when I like reach the hour of my stream, and I feel bad for me and I feel bad for you guys because I feel like I'm not like here in the sense I should, and I'm really like feeling like I'm burning my candle in both ends, and I don't want to. I really want to take care of myself. So this is me taking care of me, um, and I hope you understand why. I work on Thursdays, and the thought in the beginning was that well I'm off tomorrow, but I kind of forgot that I still need the energy today to stream. And I am so swamped at work. I have so many things to do and so little time to do it. So I'm really, really tired when I'm, closing the computer. So with that in mind, I just want to, give everyone the best of me. And that is not me sitting and being like I am now. I am, my brain is like shutting off more and more because I'm running on not low batteries. I'm running on non-existing batteries at the moment. But it's tonight is the last night I'm gonna do it for now, and then maybe later on, maybe in a year or so, who knows what happens. So, and like Ben says, this is just a hobby. I'm not doing it, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not. This is not my work. My work is something else, and I need to be there for my work. So so that's why I'm going to do it like that. It might be a bit confusing in the beginning, but like everything else, both for you and for me, it's going to be a bit confusing. And none the least for my husband, who just got used to me streaming Thursday and Fridays. Things are going to change again, but it is what it is. I need to adjust accordingly, and that's what I'm doing. I love my streaming, and I don't want to be without it. But if I don't do anything about it now, I will be without it very soon because I can't do this in the long run. So I hope you understand why, and I hope you will still be here to to support me. I did a couple of like surprise streams, and it seems like the difference between now and when I started a year ago, maybe was it a year ago? Yeah, a year ago, about a year ago. Is that I have people following me from the same time zone as me, so they will actually be up and about, uh, and not all of them will be working. And Stila came around one of the streams. She was just getting ready to work, so I mean, I'm just gonna try and pop on and be like whoever's stopping by. And if you can only be here for 5 minutes, it's absolutely fine with me. I'm gonna do a lot of diamond painting on these ones because I am gonna stream from my living room. So it's gonna be a different vibe, I think, and I'm gonna do it under the just chatting because it's gonna be a bit more chit chat. Not that I don't say anything in these ones, but here, I wanna when I do these streams in here with this setup. I want it to be a lot more about the crafting part. I want to, per usual, I would be talking a lot more about the crafting and what I'm doing, what I'm planning to do, and all that. Whereas when I do the stream in my living room, it was gonna be a bit more chill in that way. The dog might be saying something. I might be doing a bit of laundry while I stream, and whatever just the tickles my pickles, and the TV will be running, and you will maybe hear a bit of back noise and that. I just thought of it and I was like, okay, I need to remember to have not too loud, but I have headset on, and I think that's gonna take most of the sound from it, from the TV. So I'm not gonna be like hit on a, you know, right thing. So they don't think I'm deliberately streaming something I'm not having the rights to stream, music wise. You never know, do you? So so that is what's going to be in the future with my stream. And I think actually in the long run, I might even be streaming. I will have the opportunity to stream longer streams, and I will have the opportunity to stream more streams. So it might be only 2 or 3 hours, but then if I do it, like if I have a good week and I feel like I can do a stream when I'm off work and I've been resting a bit and then I've been doing all the things and I just want to sit down and paint for a couple of hours. Why don't I just stream while I do that? It might be that. And that I could do maybe more often than I can do the streams I do now. So I think in the long run, we're all gonna win a bit more on it. I hope. That is the intention. And then I don't know why, but I know why. Because I'm talking so much, so I'm thirsty all the time. And then I got some a bit not too healthy food tonight, so too much salt. But I got an apple for dessert. um, I tried. I'm trying to start this intermediate fasting, so I'm like some of the days, not all of them, but some of the days of the week, I'm going to have like the last thing I'm gonna eat will be around 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I will be fasting until around noon next morning and next day. I will only be drinking water or tea. Luna's asking if I've been on McDonald's today because she has no. I wasn't the local one because I had. Sometimes I run out of ideas to what to do on our menu for the week, so I would be writing a question mark, and I did that for today. And usually my husband will be like buying something, when to for that one day, but he didn't. He hadn't. So I was like, I was writing to him. What were your thoughts about dinner tonight? And I think because it went so well down at the union, he was like, "We're going to get food from Marco Polo, which is our local pizzeria." So, yeah. And I really, it's a whole mindset I need to. I'm kind of trying to cleanse the body in a way, but not like cleanse, because I'm not like living out of water and green tea for a week, 24/7, because then I'm getting a divorce. So I'm trying to do this fasting thing. The days I work, that means it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that means it's from the evening before to the next day. So tomorrow I'm going to eat like a normal schedule. So I will probably be getting breakfast and lunch and dinner, you know. But I might not, because if I'm not hungry, I'm not eating anything. The thing is, the 2 days that was Tuesday and today, I decided I wanted to do this fasting thing. I was so hungry from the minute I opened my eyes in the morning, so you won't believe it. I was like, what the actual hell? Usually, if I get up early in the morning, I will be like not hungry at all. just the thought of breakfast for me would be like, I'm just gonna, you know, be very sick. But of course, when I decide to do things like that, I'm gonna be so hungry. I almost get, you know, I gonna eat my own arm. So I was happy that I was so swarmed at work. So I was like, just I had my tea and I had my water and I drank all of it and lots of it. And then I worked. And I went out for a walk with the dog because then, you know, the time goes. And then when I did, I was hungry when I left the home and I was hungry when I came home. And it was like I was watching, I was sitting and working, and like I was, you know, working, doing things. I had like one eye on the clock on the computer. When is it noon? When? How soon is it before breakfast? How many minutes before I can get hours? You know, it's ridiculous. And I knew this was gonna happen. It's the same thing that happens if I decide to go on a diet. I will only be able to focus on all the things I can't eat. So that's one of the reasons why I very rare go on diets. I have tried so many different ones. So at one point I decided, you know what? Screw those diets. I'm just going to mm, not eat too much of all the things I know is bad for me. And then I'm gonna exercise. um, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be more like a choice I make that I wanna eat. I wanna eat that apple instead of that bag of chips, or I wanna eat that salad instead of that McDonald's burger. I want, you know, that kind of choices are better. Um, and I would say, I think in a way, when I think of it like a mental way, it's a good practice for me. Also because of the diabetes and all that. So I do, it's not like, because it's a type 2 diabetes I have, so far I don't need to, you know, be very strict about my diet. I'm going to I have a doctor's appointment in June where we're gonna, it's a checkup on the diet, on the diabetes, and I'm gonna have my blood work done and all that, and we're gonna see how it goes with the medication and all that. Um, my own, my own, what I sense in my body is that it feels like it worked really well in the beginning, the medication, but not so much lately. And I haven't, you know, I haven't done that much. I have changed things, but I haven't like done the change. Is not like I have changed from the beginning to this to now. I have did some changes in the beginning, and I'm kind of just keeping them running. Oh, the only reason I could go was because I was borrowing my dad's car. My husband is going to the summer house tomorrow, and I need a car to go to work, so I had to borrow my dad's car for the weekend. Oh yeah. Is it your own summer house, or is it a summer house with some buddies, or is it going away for a guy weekend? A guy's what do you call that? Guy staycation? No, yeah, sort of thing. Um, so I'm gonna have a talk about that, and I'm gonna have a talk about the medication just in general. what to do when I forget to take it. Can I take it later, or the problem for me is I'm very, very bad at remembering taking medication. Just saying, I am. And yeah, and I was that when I was on the pill. I was also very bad at remembering that. Um, so that I didn't get pregnant by accident is more luck than you know anything. I think it has. I would say no. Just to be honest, I think the reason why I didn't get pregnant was because the the pills I got for that was so, as he said, the doctor had at one point, the brand you're taking, it doesn't matter whether you have your break on 4 days or 5 days or 7 days, they will last, so they will keep you. It's like, okay, so they were not that balanced in the hormones as they are now in the modern brands or medication versions. So um, it's my brother-in-law and my husband's summer house, so they have inherited after their dad. It's a third generation. Oh, they're the third generation that has a summer house. Oh, nice. Um, so I know I'm not gonna, because he'd already told me that I'm not gonna get access to. I'm probably gonna try some other brands, but the problem is I'm really bad at remembering those pills, and I want to know if I can, what do I do when I do, and is there anyone where I'm only gonna take it once a day, because that would help me immensely, because then I could just take it in the evening, and then I would do. The problem is I'm gonna take it two times a day, and I'm not really good at that because I'm not eating breakfast per usual, or I don't eat lunch every day, so I don't have like a real pattern in that on my everyday thing, and I need to eat when I take this medication. So if I don't have to eat, well, then I can just take it when I wake up in the morning. And yeah. So I wanna have. We're gonna need to have a chat about that, and he said that he knew that, but he was just gonna give me the most common one, and then we will go from there, and figure out and find one that can actually accommodate my needs. But it's not. I have to eat while I take the pills, because otherwise I'm gonna have a very bad stomach ache. That's why you have to eat. You get food. You can't eat them on empty stomach. Unfortunately, that's where my problem is. It's a. It's for my diabetes. And what is it called? Mm, Mifemex, I would say. Hang on. Metformin. Metformin. So, and it's the most common one you get here in Denmark. And then you can either adjust the, you know, the volume or so. But I want to talk to him if there's another brand where, or another way where I can just, you know, either just take them once a day, where I don't have to take them with, together with food. He was asking me when we talked about diabetes if I had considered fasting. So for him, it's a thing you can do. And I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by pre-diabetics. And the thing is about the fasting thing. This is a funny thing because the thing is that I actually do this a lot. Um, by not, by having my dinner. It's not in Denmark, it's not a pre-diabetic, it's a diabetic. Full diabetic on equal as a type 1. In Denmark, you can have the diagnosis of both the type 1 and type 2. I don't know what you mean by it can spike. But this is not a matter of insulin. This is a matter of sugar. The type 2 diabetes is about, the type 1 is about that you're not producing insulin. That's why you are injecting yourself with insulin. But the type 2 is about that, as my doctor explained it, the type 2 is about that you actually has, if you have key and you have a keyhole, and with the type 1, you don't have a key for the keyhole. So that's why you're providing keys for the keyhole to unlock the function so that the body can actually can use the insulin level. But the type 2 diabetes is actually about that you have too many keys and none of them are functioning. So the medication is for that you will get less keys and the keys you have will actually function. So I can't spike my insulin. I can spike my sugar in the blood. And that's why as if you think of it, the intermediate fasting can actually make sense because you are letting your body use the food you have intake and let it use it up to get ready to take the next one. And I have done a lot of research on this, and in very few in simple words, you can say one of the problems about obesity today in the modern world, and especially in the States and the UK apparently. I didn't know that, but I know now, is that they did a research on saying, okay, what is the difference from today to back then in the 70s? And the fact is that back then in the 70s, you ate 3 times a day. And then today, a lot of people are eating 5 or 6 times. So they are both eating snacks and dinner and meals. Got some of that. Uh, Sorry, honey came back inside with a feather. You took her treasure away? Hmm. I would make official complaint. So, where was I? So that is one of the big things is today. One of the reasons why people it's so hard for people either to lose the weight or get why it's so easy for them to gain weight is because they actually the body never get the chance to use what it already gets. So if you eat like breakfast and then you have a snack, then you eat lunch, then you have a snack, then you eat dinner, then you have a snack, and then hopefully some will also have a late night snack, and then you go to bed, sleep for 7 hours or so, then you go up next day and you repeat depending on what you eat. Oh, I agree. Like in modern times people don't know real hunger. No, they don't. And depending on what you eat on the snacks, you could say it's still you can eat good and bad things. Just in general, of course, you can eat good and bad things. But the third fact is that you actually eat all the time. So the body will never get the chance to use what it has, what you have intake. So the old saying about the way to lose weight is just a matter of exercise versus intake. It's not. You will never get to exercise enough to match the intake if you eat that much. That is the science behind the whole fasting thing is that you actually are trying to give the body a chance to use whatever you eat. Um, and I think that's why also my doctor tried to, and I was like, it's because well, I did try to do a fast long time ago. I tried to do the 5 and 2, I think it's called, and it was a hell on wheels. I have been told I wasn't that nice to be around, so it's been like a curse words in our home to do the fasting thing. So I was like, I kind of dismissed him in it. But after I did a lot of research on the intermittent fasting, I could kind of see that I already do this for the most part. And that's why it's so funny for me that just because I did a conscious decision about it, my body's like, oh, we're gonna be hungry in a minute because you don't want to eat, so we're gonna be hungry. So, because usually, as I say, I'm not hungry in the morning, and I usually get up like 6:40 or something, or 6:30 or 6:15, depending on when my husband is off or how quickly I'm out of bed. And then I will be on with my day. Usually, per usual, if I'm kind of not if, on my days off, for instance, I will be eating breakfast around 9:30 or so. Tomorrow I will be eating breakfast around 8 because I need to go out with my dog before it gets too hot. Um, so with that in mind, I just need to okay. Um, there's not. So if I just choose not to do that, and do whatever and just get so occupied that I remember being hungry, and then I can dismiss it because I do that all the time. I dismiss it, and then like I just go on with the day. And at one point, I'm like, okay, if I need, because I know if I'm like, sometimes I'm not eating breakfast or lunch, and then I will be like eating the arm of my husband when he comes home. He's like, you haven't ate all day, and I'm like, maybe not. Okay, we're gonna eat early dinner then. Um, so so it's not like, so it's actually just me putting a already known way to do things in more like a structured way. Say, okay, I'm gonna do it a more conscious way, and a more like maybe even a more healthy way in a way. So, um, but it is like my mental wise, it's just like my body's like, my mind is like, oh, you decide that, you decide to go on a diet. I'm only want to eat ice cream. If you decide you don't want to eat ice cream, I'm gonna want you to eat ice cream all the time. And usually, ice cream is not my thing. But if I decided I'm not gonna eat ice cream, I want ice cream for sure. So, and I need to find the mental way around it. So it's still gonna be a healthy way. It's gonna be a mental healthy way. So it's not gonna be like a struggle or anything. I'm gonna do it because it's good for me, not so it's gonna be a struggle for me. Because then I'm gonna quit. I have enough struggle in my life. So yeah. So I think in a way maybe babe, it's just a matter of uh, two different ways in two different countries to view the diabetes. Um, but if you're here, I will try and explain again how my doctor explained the diabetes, the difference between the diabetes 1 and 2, or else we're just gonna move on. Um, if that was the part you kind of got left out. It's close to 10 p.m. So I'm gonna do this. And I think I want to do. Hang on, I'm just gonna see how much is this. So maybe if I do like, no, that is too much. Gonna break it here then. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do as much as I can over here. Because I really want to do the interval. Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, Bench, is the science is the science. So the science behind what is diabetes 1 and what is diabetes 2 is the same no matter if you are in Scotland or you are in the States or you are in Denmark. But the approach to how you handle the whole thing, I think, is different. And on top of that, it's also different from person to person because the diabetes 2 is a different thing depending on who you are, where your levels are, how your body is reacting to the side effects and all that. So, yeah. And the thing is, I'm not just having diabetes. I'm also having other issues. And because of the other issues, I can't do what they would recommend any other type 2 diabetes here in Denmark when they start out. And that is to exercise in like cardio exercising and all that. Because if I do that, I'm not going to have any life due to my circumstance with my body and all that. So And why the reason why I can say this so definitely is because I did try it. So, and I'm not like my husband is like really, for him exercise is like punishment in the highest level. He's been exercising a lot when he was a young man, and he's not gonna do it unless you threaten him with a gun. So, and he hasn't been threatened with a gun yet. So he's not gonna exercise. I, on the other hand, really love exercising. I love to be in a gym doing cardio and doing the whole different things you can go to and do with other people, and power yoga or CrossFit or whatnot. But I can't. What happens is I get a high peak in my pain levels, which makes my life quality even worse. And I can't. I don't have a. It's not like I just need to push through it. You know, like okay, this is just gonna be a week or 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be done. Because I was like trying that, and all it did to me was just getting worse and worse. So, no. Unfortunately, I really wish I could. Um, so, I think that's why I really appreciate that I actually am still able to go and be with the horses and ride. And even that, I can't do as much as I want to. So it's not just, it's not just a matter of me just, you just need to want it enough. It's actually a matter of me not being able to. And also, of course, also a matter of I don't want to be in constant pain, and no matter how I move, it's gonna hurt. I really don't want to if I can be without. And it sounds so like, no, of course, but it's not really. It's it is it is a bit hard to explain, but I will say for the first time in a lot of years, I'm actually not stressing out about my back and the pain I have in the back and everywhere else. I'm actually in a place where I can be more like, yeah, it's there, I can see it, but I don't have to let it control my life. It did control my life for the longest time. I had so many pains that it, was like, sometimes it was so bad that it was a matter of how many pain, how bad do I feel? How much do I need to go to the bathroom? That was kind of the train of thoughts I have. That place I don't want to go back to, and I will say, of course, whenever I feel I have kind of pain in that direction, I'm like, no, not even, you know, for me losing weight or being more fit or looking better or whatnot. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, but it is. I mean, um, I think that there's so many different ways to approach health in depending on where in the world you live. That and I have access to things that they don't have access to in other countries, and they have access to things that I don't have access to. So, I mean, for instance, I, talking about type 2 diabetes medication, Ozempic, which is not the type 2 version, it's the the get thinner version. That is not something you can get in Denmark. It costs a fortune. First of all, cost a fortune. Second of all, it was given at one point to as a you know you could get it on prescription from the doctor, and then you will get some kind of money, or to a lower price, and then the state will pay a portion of it. That I don't think is anymore, and if it is, it's very difficult to access. Then I was watching a video about the states where it's like they now have to put limit on how long you can get Ozempic, because people are getting Ozempic and just stockpiling it and selling it. Yeah, Wegovy and Ozempic is the same. It's actually the same. One is for type 2 diabetes, and the other one is for dieting thing. Because I asked my doctor. So but like if you say type 2 diabetes in the States, they will actually assume you are obese. That you got it because you're obese. That is how it's portrayed in the medias. Like type 2 diabetes is because you are obese. In Denmark, it was called the old man's diabetes in the old days. That we don't call it anymore. So I'm going to the doctor. First, I'm gonna get my blood drawn in a week, 14 days before, and I'm gonna get my my blood drawn. I'm gonna test it for cholesterol and for the blood sugar levels and the vitamins, to make sure that I still get enough vitamins. We're gonna talk about my blood pressure, which is a little bit high but not alarming. And then of course about the medication. So, and then this, I think I'm gonna do a checkup again 3 months after that. So. I was just thinking, because I'm doing this. I was just looking at my pen, and I did a bit. No, not a bit. I think I placed 20 stones on the other one I have on the Chrysotica picture, because I was engulfed. I'm actually a bit torn between my diamond painting. To be honest, between my diamond painting and the PlayStation at the moment, because I'm playing this game called Genshin Impact, and I just got past some, I did some quests that I've been struggling a lot with, and so I just beat some things yesterday and got past some of those obstacles. So now I kind of open a completely new world slash level, which where I get killed all the time. I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should just have stayed home. So I didn't get to play so many draws today, but the ones I did place, I actually kind of suddenly remembered out of blue. Oh, I could use some of my putty. So I have put my putty in the cooler, just because the way our house is situated. Um, Around the sun, I would say, when it comes to the sun, if there is sunshine, it will shine on our windows, and our living room is like 4 windows long, so to speak. So that's like windows all the way. So it gets really warm in the afternoon, and that is the same place where I like have my party and all that. So I decided last summer that I was gonna put it in the fridge, so it's always like cool and ready to use and not get soft and gooey, because then I'm not gonna use it. So I did actually put some putty in those today, and it was quite nice. I think I'm gonna try and use the putty a bit more, and at least use most of what I have, and yeah, instead of just safeguarding it for what. I think it's because I pay so much for it, so it's like I really don't want to use it up too fast, and then it ends up like not being used at all. So I think I might just use it. And as I said in the beginning, I am going to take it really slow with the pictures. I'm working on this, both this one and the other one. So, but that being said, it might be because I'm doing these pop-up streams, unplanned streams, in the middle of the day, where I would be doing diamond painting. So I'm actually just gonna do diamond painting, and be available for company, so to speak. So hello. Oh, good night, Scan. Um, so I might even, actually get to do more. Hello, baby. I was just wondering where you were, honey. Hello. You need to say hi to your fans, don't you? What's that? Du har lige været ude. Det tør skal bade med. Kom her på den der side. Det tør skal bade med, når de har været ude. I'm just gonna find a treat for him. Hang on. We always have a good day, I think. Yeah, don't you? We always have a good day. Can I have a treat? Hang on. I just checked with my husband. Did you let him out and go? Yeah, yeah, he just went out. Okay. He just needed a treat, I think. And some attention from his mom. So, what is the time since? Okay. I think I'm gonna do diamond painting for about 30 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna do a bit of knitting, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I really wanna, close this piece off here. Put yours a bit closer. So do this, and so I might be doing a bit of stream on it just because I really want to finish the row. Hey Bao, welcome in. Can't stay but want to say hi. Looking great. I'm headed to the nursery to see the baby. Oh, congratulations. Is everyone doing okay? All is good, I guess. And thank you for stopping by, Bao. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're all doing good. But yeah, Ola, he just he is suffering a bit, It is warm, and he hasn't completely shedded all his winter coat. Thank you, everyone is great. He is 9 pounds and 14 ounces. Ooh. Oh, congratulations! Did you come up with a name? I'm not gonna keep you here, but did you come up with a name? No, I'm happy for you. Congratulations, and I'm happy that all of you are doing good. Oh, new life. That is always a reason for celebration. If there ever is a reason, new life is a reason for celebration. That's how I feel about it. Teddy. Aww. That is a cute name. Is it your first one? Hmm. I get all mushy. And I don't even like babies, but I like the whole concept about it. As long as I'm not gonna do anything about the baby, then I'm all good. So I don't hate babies or children. They just make me uncomfortable usually. So yeah. And apparently, I am kind of what they always gravitate to. So yeah. It's always when I was, especially when I was younger, and if someone in the family or in friends or acquaintances got a baby, and I had children, and you're visiting, it's like, oh, you like Pia, yeah, go and show her your room. I'm like, anyone wanna go with me? Anyone don't wanna go with me? Third little boy, can't you get back to normal and visit the stream? He would love you. Oh, can't wait to get back to normal and visit the stream. Oh. Well, take care of your family and congratulations. We will see you when we will see you. So the only children or babies I really like had a natural relationship to without me feeling like anyone adults present beside me was my sister in Manchester. Her kids have always like been attached to, or had like the um, patience with doing things again and again, and it's not like I'm not. I think it's more me than it's anything else. It's just me being a little bit out of my comfort zone, and then I think other people find it funny to see me there. And then that makes it even more awkward for me. So I remember as yesterday when my cousin, who is like, she's like 15 or 16. What the hell happened? Older than me, and she got a baby. And and she was like, "Oh, here, hold." And I was like, "No, yeah, can't you please hold him?" I'm like, "I guess." And then I was gonna hold, and he was a huge baby, and smelled like baby, and drooled all over me. And I was like, and she was like, "Oh, you look so cute with him. Don't you want one of your own?" And I'm like, "No, especially not if this is how it's gonna smell." So yeah, me and babies, no. I think I've always said if I'm ever gonna have kids, I want them when they're like 4 or 5 years. So my youngest stepson, he was like 2 years, 2.5, and the oldest one were like 5, 5.5, 6. So yeah. So in that way, I got what I wanted. Um, and then you need to remember being careful of what you want, what you wish for, because you might get more than you wish for. So yeah, but no, they're okay, my stepsons. Okay. Um, but I still prefer the when they get to the age where they can like talk and communicate. I'm not so good at deciphering baby speak, baby language, and all that noises that moms know when your baby is hungry or sleepy. Or I'm not good at that. I'm much better at when they have a full vocabulary. That being said, I still read body language, so I can to some extent see what a baby wants or needs. And then of course I know things from now when I'm like an old woman, so now I know that when they sound like that, it's because they're mad. When they sound like that, it's because they're hungry. With the variation the individuals have, but There's things that's like a universal language in between those scream. So oh yeah. But I think it's with my sister, for instance. I was never in doubt that she was like the perfect mom in the way, you know, with the whole baby and all that, because she had it in her like from the get go almost, like she was babysitting when she was younger and things like that. I never did that. It was just not me. And I think in a way that, but if you had asked me, could I babysit a dog? I would have said yes without, you know, even taking a breath. Um, so, because that felt natural for me. It's always like, the dogs has always been like more natural approach for me than the other thing with the baby. Just saying. So I think I'm gonna place these last colors here, the green ones here, and then I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna, cause I'm not gonna work on it until Sunday. Um, in here, so I might be doing, I might be like giving it a section tomorrow, so I will just have like the small, oops, you can't see that. So I will just have like a smaller one, or maybe half a section, maybe take it to, you know, like this arch here, so maybe like here, because I have like 4 hours Sunday, 3 or 4 hours, and that would like be equal to the one I just did. Okay, Bench. Have a nice rest of your day, and have a good night's sleep when you get to that point. Thanks for the company. I should catch you for a bit on Sunday or over the weekend, lovely. We will see you when we will see you. Either in my stream or in your stream. Whenever you get on and I am like awake, I'm in your stream, you know that. So we will just be catching up whenever it is. Take care, Binge, and stay safe. And please do write to me if there's anything you need my help for. Okay. Don't go battling on your own. You do have friends that will help you. So we're gonna pack this up here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna off stream, do a bit do a bit of it off stream. Either I'm gonna, what's gonna happen is probably, if I know myself right, I'm not gonna get anything done until Sunday. So I'm gonna do it Sunday, and then I'm gonna, after stream Sunday, I'm gonna work on like closing it up. But we will see. For now, it's good enough. It's good enough for now. So, but I still, even though I haven't done that much, if you look at the colors, that are in the Randal Spangler, it's so vivid, I think, and beautiful, and just so opaque. I mean, it is colors that I don't. I can't be anything but happy when I see them. To be honest, that's how I feel with those colors. So I'm gonna place this away. Put this away. I'm gonna put it away. And I'm gonna take this away too. So we're gonna end the stream today. The last part of the stream today is gonna be on a even more chill note. Even more chill than it already is. Cause we're gonna talk a bit about the knitting thing. The knitting thing. I'm not gonna show you all my knitting needles and all that. We're just gonna do the knitting, and I'm gonna show you what I already did of my projects I have finished. So let's see. I'm gonna zoom it out. So this, if you remember, this was the one I did last week. And it's not as long as I want it to be honest. My intention was it was gonna be longer than this, but I think it's gonna be like, it's gonna hang like this on the note. This is the first time I do a thing like this, so I'm quite satisfied. I wanted to be like longer, this part, but I kind of ran out of yarn, and I didn't want to take anything from any of the other ones skeins I have, so I was just gonna do this, and this was just gonna be like a test. It's just gonna be like a small towel thing. This is my usual one I do. They have like a pattern which is like in like small circles here, and it actually ends up, when you wash it and use it, this is a really good size. And to be honest, these two are the same. It's just that this is a bit more elastic, and therefore it seems like a bit bigger than this. But this is also elastic, so I'm a bit curious on how it's gonna end up when I'm gonna wash it, how it's gonna look. And then this is the one I have crochet, also like a towel, and this is a skein, and this is a skein of the same kind of yarn. So, so I'm doing the same now. I'm doing not the same pattern. I wanted to try something else. I'm not very good at crocheting, okay? And I can see it kind of, I lost a couple of things up here. But I was like, I need to finish it now and move on. So, it could be worse, but it could be better. That's the room for improvement. If I'm gonna keep on doing, I don't know if I'm gonna keep on crocheting. I haven't completely decided yet, to be honest. This is my first finished project as a crochet. This is like my number, I don't know how much project in the knitting world. So, of course, this looks a bit better, I think. I don't know what this kind of pattern is called in English. If it's a rib or something, I know it's called patet in Danish, and you can do it different ways. This way is the most that hold the most together. If you do like some of them, you have like it's called like an extra. You do an extra and then you like take it back thing. That makes it a bit more loose. So, and it's actually quite easy to do this. I thought it would be more difficult. So this is the new one. And the good thing about this yarn, first of all, it's bought in Denmark, but second of all, it is a yarn that you wash in 40 degrees and you can topple dry it actually. So it suits, to me, it suits really good as a towel. I'm gonna use the whole skein here for the towel. And I did actually talk to my husband about maybe doing some larger towels, not like a whole, shower towels or bathing thing, but the more like, a bigger one anyway. So I might be doing that and buy yarn for it because I don't have yarn for it, but I might be doing and buy these kinds here, like, because they're very, it's a good thick yarn without being too much. I use like, it's called number 8 in the States, the knitting pins I use. It's number 5 in Denmark, and it's it's not number 5. Yeah, it's 5 millimeter. And then UK, it's number 6. It's very easy. So I have been watching a couple of different people knitting, and I don't know. I actually feel like it's very hard to see how people are doing it, the way they knit, whether it's one of them. I was like, oh yeah, I can see that is like that one, and that is like, but for the most part, no. So, but I was at, what is her stream called? Oh God, me and my brain now. Why am I trying to remember anything at this point of day? my hands are not happy. They are not happy. Our Dali, she was on the other day. Ej, hvor irriterende. There, a little craft room. Yeah. Oh, thank you. What is this? Don't be sad that your brain is not working. Mine is not working either. I just said I made a bunch of mistakes. But the one I was referring to was her stream is called A Little Craft Room, and I couldn't remember because she's called Nicola. Sweet person and really sweet girl, and I love being at her stream. She just started a new sweater, and she actually bought some hobby yarn. That was why I thought it was looked so familiar. That was why I was like, that yarn looks so familiar. Okay, I didn't see that. It was yesterday. But she started a new sweater, a spring sweater, and it looks amazing. The picture she posted of how it's gonna be. She just started, so I don't know how hers gonna look. But the way she the picture she posted, it looks amazing, and I'm like, I wish I could do the sweater thing. I really wish I could, and it's not like I can't do the sweater thing because I can, but I have two things that makes it a bit like and not I think I'm not doing that much is one, I'm really not good at doing the final things about, sewing things together and all that. So it's going to be a whole sweater thing. Two, the whole sleeve thing, I tried and it didn't turn out very good. So, yeah. It's usually not a problem for me to do all the ones, the whole knitting process itself. But it's the whole, when you're gonna, put things together that makes it a problem. Um, so that's usually where I kind of loses it. The, the numbers of how many I have tried and started, and at the end, either I have been using the yarn for something else or I tossed it out, is like endless. And this is from when I started knitting as a 12-year-old or something like that. It's like, I don't know why. I can't, it's like a thing I can't go past. I tried doing one and I actually like the whole pattern thing and the whole way it's looking, and it's a really easy one too. But the way I got it, all put together at the end, it was not really good, and it got really like, yeah, it's still in my closet, but I think At one point when I'm gonna clean out that closet, that is gonna go, cause I'm not wearing it, cause I'm so afraid of it's gonna, break somewhere, or so sadly. Um, but it's really nice, and it really made me wanna do a sweater. So, but maybe not like the one she showed, because it looks like the pattern on it was really like complicated, and but it also looked very very nice. So, but I can recommend and go and have a look at her stream. Um, I can write it. If I can find her again. Yep, I can do like this. And there you go. If I do, maybe I could do it like this. Can I do that? Yeah. So now you can just press the heart and follow her that way. She's really really sweet and nice, and it's cozy, and yeah, it's everything in there, I will say. So go and give her a follow, and check out next time she goes live. She's usually going live during the day, so it will actually suit both you and I very good. That's also part of why I really like following her stream. Do the thing. Oh, we forgot to do the thing with Bench Bear. Ah, Ula. We got to remember. One of us need to write it down. I have a big poster on us on our monitor. Remember when Bench is coming online. Give him a shout out. Oh man. That's right. So yeah. But I think at the end of the day, what I miss the most about the knitting thing is actually working with my blankets. That I miss a lot. And doing new blankets, finding new recipes, buying yarn for it, and yeah, exactly, Ula. Now you know how to do it. You should be spamming him. You should be spamming him like, oh no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And I got another one I'm following that plays Pyre. And it's just as engulfed in that game. Nice to know you would like to use dealer chicken. Yeah, to test on, of course, of course. I'm sad to hear that Binge is not has been, subjected to people that are not nice to him, and has been like there's people that's been sending him direct messages, not being nice. Oops. No, no, it's okay. um, that makes me sad. That actually makes me really sad. Um, so yeah, and the funny thing is, because people are gonna watch this on a replay on a VOD if they are. I will try to be better at posting it on my YouTube. It it makes me mad because he is such a beautiful and he's such a nice man, and he's so good at understanding people with problems. Yeah, he want to do a lot for his friends, and he want to just in general help people. So yeah, so it makes me sad too that people are not like appreciating whatever he has done or said, because he is doing in all for all the best, best ways, and he want to help. It's not like he want to be after you or hunting you or anything. It's just want to be nice, and just don't want you to get yourself in trouble. I think that's how I best can explain it. He's like a big brother that wants to keep you out of trouble. At least I compare him to a big brother. He compared me to a bear mama. I'm like, I'm not that big. I'm not that big. So, but this is kind of funny, Ulla, because if I look at now, it's like just you and me on the chat, right? So, and because Binge kind of cleaned out all these funny things that were kind of on. But so when I am on, the two times I were on during day, there was actually an average around 8 or 9, either watching, looking around, or just, being there. So, so I do think that kind of like with the YouTube, I might be throwing my energy best in a couple of pop up spontaneous, unplanned streaming. I think I was gonna call them unplanned and unscheduled, non-scheduled streaming. Yeah, non-scheduled streaming. So, we are on the last part of the stream, and it is getting late, and I am tired. So, and usually I will be around 30 minutes for me from I'm starting to be like, okay, this is the end of the stream, and then until I actually go offline. So, because I need to recap and stuff. So I'm gonna start on that process now, cause so I can do it at least while my brain is working in some capacity. Um, First, Ula, your angel cards, oracle cards, we're gonna do them on the Sundays, right? Just remind me of it, so we at least do it before I go um, to the English part. Okay? So we can either start out doing it, because you are one of the first one popping on, and or we can do it at the end. Just remind me that we have that deal. If I'm like, if I forgot all about it, do that, do that. So that's gonna be like the one day of the week where I will be doing that. Um, so so I am changing my streaming schedule, and this week, that means tomorrow, there's not gonna be any stream at night. Um, I am going to. I might be streamed during day, but not gonna be any evening stream. Sunday is gonna be business as usual. So Sunday is gonna keep everything as per usual. That is not gonna change anything. So if you're one of the ones that stops by on the Sundays, nothing's gonna change for you. Just saying. Next week, and I will be changing the schedule next week. It's gonna be like, there's not gonna be any stream on the Thursday because I am working Thursday, and as it is at the moment, and I don't know for how long, I am swamped on my work, and I have a lot of things to keep track of and remember and stuff like that, and I drain myself. I burn my candle in both ends with it. So no stream on Thursdays. I am gonna stream Friday. I think I'm gonna keep my stream Friday evening 8 o'clock, because you know I want to keep, at least for now, it's gonna be only one thing I'm gonna change, and then I might be changing things around after the summer, but for now, it's gonna be like that. So, and then I might be streaming Monday. So it's gonna be a sure thing Friday evening. It's gonna be a sure thing Sunday. It's gonna do whatever I do on Sundays. And then it's gonna be a maybe stream on Mondays and maybe stream on Thursdays. But Monday and Thursday are gonna be like during the day. So, because it is the night stream, that kind of drains me. Because usually I am like very, very tired. And it's not usual. I am tired. I'm just keeping the boat afloat now. And everything is going to keep running until I go off stream. And then I'm going to collapse afterward. So, it's like back when I started the whole journey with my back operations, and people are like, how can she still go on a cafe appointment with her friends and stuff like that if she says she has so many pains? I'm like, yeah, but no one is watching me crying myself to sleep because of pain. So I do it because I like it, and because I don't want to sit in the corner and be medicated, and be like all not able to be present because of medication. So yeah, it's just, if you wonder why I why I still be able to streaming and talking about not having the resources, it's just because I do, and I'm gonna pull it through, and then I'm gonna collapse afterwards. It is what it is. So, I'm gonna, one thing's for sure, when I do my pop-up streams, I don't know what I'm going, unplanned streams, I need to find a good word to call them. But when I'm gonna do my spontaneous, non-planned streams, I'm gonna do diamond painting 99% of the time, or diamond painting related. I am gonna stream from my living room most of the time. Um, the only situations where I'm not going to do it is if I'm not home alone. If I'm home alone, I'm going to stream from the living room. If I'm not home alone, I'm probably gonna stream from in here. There's gonna be like a week in July where my husband will have like taken a week off, and I'm still be working, and I'll still be having like a day, my everyday routine going on, and therefore I might be streaming from in here just because he's home. Uh, uh, I go to school with someone, or I can see in him that he hasn't got his medication or got a good night's sleep. So I do get about your pain because I talked to him about it, and his pain is just somewhere else, maybe. But that's the thing again, pain is such an individual thing. So what I find like unbearable or very, very rough, you might not think it's anything. And that's something people often forget is that if I'm like, okay, this is a 10, it might be a 2 for you. So, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna diamond paint for the most part, and I'm gonna diamond paint from my living room. If I am from my living room, it is with my phone and my headset. If I'm in here, it's gonna be per usual. I hope this will also like give me a bit more resources to get to do a bit more videos for my gallery, which I really would love to, get a bit more move on, at least halfway through or something. Because I still keep producing pictures, but I don't get to, put so many in the gallery so I could like store them away. Um, but everything will come. Uh, I am gonna move on with my picture. I haven't touched it since I did my small video and took the pictures for Discord. I think that I'm gonna um, probably gonna paint this weekend. I'm trying to. I've been thinking of maybe doing a bit of house cleaning or such tomorrow, and therefore I can do a bit more on the Sunday, like painting. I did go to town Monday to get my lenses checked, and I went to the local bookstore. I didn't buy any books, but They did actually have some acrylics, some paint. So I bought the colors that my stepson kind of just, forgot to tell me that he used all of my paint. And the funny thing is actually that Veranda talked a bit about the same, that his sister had like used his garage and didn't kind of, told that she used certain colors and stuff like that. And like I said, I didn't want to say anything or anything because I kind of at that point I didn't use it. So of course I was just gonna let her use whatever she need. And I had the same with acrylic. I didn't think that he used so much of it without telling me. So I kind of had the chance to buy something before I started the pic. But it is what it is. Now I have it. I think the next thing I'm gonna buy is some more watercolors. in I got a small package with different colors in small fluid tubes. You can get them like in like a fluid, like a paste, or you can get it like a dry uh, form, small cubes. Um, and then you put water on your brush, and then you can kind of take the colors from the small cubes. So I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna just because I can order online from a shop in Denmark. Order some of the in the paste form. I think they are kind of my way, better for me to work with. I think it's a bit easier for me to kind of just put the paste on and then a wet brush, and then what you could blend it out. So so yeah, I'm gonna work with that a bit more. There's some things I want to do better or different on it, and then I'm gonna it's right there on the tipping point where it's either too much, you know, you do too much with the picture or the colors and it ends up being just one big blob, or you're just finding the right balance point and it's just gonna be perfect. Yeah. So that's it. So that's actually where I am with that. I was doing a bit of research today. Just it was actually before my husband told about the meeting with the union today. So I did sit and do a bit of research. I would actually love to get my curls back. I don't have curls. I'm an Asian girl, so I don't have curls by nature. But I got my hair permed for the longest time, and then at one point, perms were not like popular, and they talked about how damaging it was for the hair, and so a hairdresser convinced me it was better just to have straight hair, like I have. Oh, Una says she just forgot to tell me that this morning her door to the porch were open and a sweet little bird tried to visit her twice. It tried to get into her. Aww. It just wanted some company, Una. So I am actually considering getting my hair permed again because for two reasons. First of all, it's so much easier for me to put it up in some kind of, other than just a messy bun. It's so much easier for me to handle. Second of all, I actually think it looks nicer, and my husband thinks it looks nicer. He loves me with the curls. So, it costs a fortune. The good thing about it is, depending on, of course, because it's so many years ago, if it still is like it was back in the days, because back in the days would have like perms. The curls would last me. I would do it once a year, so it would last me for a year. And then the only thing I had to do was getting it cut once in a while. Then it would like fresh up the curls and lift the hair again. I can have your curls. Yeah, I would love to have those. It's the thing that when the thing you don't have you want to, like my like Charlotte always says that she always wanted my black hair, and I always said I wanted her hair when we were kids because she had this really gorgeous blonde hair with the big curls on. She does not have that anymore, but she did have, and I was so envious. I just wanted that. So, but I did do a bit of research, and I did actually find a hairdresser in a town nearby me that do that. So that might be one thing I want to do for myself in this fall/autumn, this upcoming year, time maybe in October or something. I don't have the money for it now, but I will have it at one point. So I am gonna do it. I think the oh so and what I think I'm gonna do before that, and that's another thing is I lost my hairdresser. She actually sold her hairdresser salon, and then she's educated to be a air hostess for Air Greenland. Yeah, different but the same. So I have to find a new hairdresser. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna book for a haircut at that salon, or one of them. I want to go in and book a time for a haircut in one or the there's two in a nearby town I want to try and go in and visit them just to get the vibes and figure out if I want to get a haircut there. So I want to get a haircut first. It's gonna cost a fortune because it's one of those, modern ones, but it is what it is. I'm gonna pay what it costs. And then I want to book. If they're good, do a good job with my hair, and I'm happy and satisfied, I'm gonna book for the perm later on. Because then I'm gonna, because I have really long and thick hair now, and there's two things I want to decide. Either I'm gonna get a perm or I'm gonna get it colored, and I'm actually more to the perm than I am to the color, to be honest. So just because I have like, the thing is that I have a thing I can curl my hair with, but when it's so thick and long as it is now, it's not good enough. It's not strong enough for it. It's not for that. It's more for long and long hair in like the Scandinavian European hair. It's not for my Asian thick hair. No. So I actually think I'm gonna go with that. And then I can, what you usually can do is that you can get your hair colored, I think 3 months after. So I could actually do, what I could do is I could get my hair cut perm, and then 6 months when I need to get it cut, I could get it cut and then colored. See what I mean? So in that way I can get like a circle in that, So next time I'm gonna get perm, and then I'm gonna get it, within between 6 months. So in something like that, we'll see. First of all, I'm gonna get a haircut because I need a haircut for sure. And then I'm gonna decide from there. It's also a matter of whether there's parking lot and things, so I can park easy and don't have to like be worried whether I can be there or not. So yeah, so that is actually, it was something I did a bit of research on today. So that's on my list of things I want to get done whenever I can. We are going to a party in last part of June, and I have booked time to get my nails done. So in that, because of that, you will soon see me with some pretty nails and not these very boring things. These are very practical though, because I can keep them like filed down myself in length where I can work with them. That is a challenge at that point. So, but it's in the summer days, holidays is will be starting there. Not mine, but everyone else. So hopefully, I can do a bit more. You know, I don't have to work as fast as I am at the moment. I was with my physio today, and it was the last time, and I was gonna be there, because it has really helped my back. That is good news, Ulla. That is really good news. I'm happy for you. I had to cancel my appointment at the physio Wednesday, unfortunately, yesterday, because I was so bad off. But I have another appointment Tuesday, so I'm gonna do that. And to be honest, yeah, I haven't done all of my exercise or my things I want to gonna do, but I'm not having much problem with my knee anymore. So I hope that's just gonna be like it was just a one thing, and then I'm gonna do what I am gonna plan on doing. I think I'm gonna wait till after the summer holidays are over, like in August or so. I'm gonna apply for some physio for my back. I really would love to get some treatments that could loosen up the muscles in my back. Why does it come? Is it because it loses some frames or something? It's coming and saying welcome to the chat room to on my screen every now and then. Or is it because someone else is entering? It's probably that. So I think we're just gonna knit this and then no, one more and then I'm gonna call it. Yeah, 15 minutes and then I'm gonna call it. Then I'm really gonna call it. So that is the thing, because if I end the stream here at midnight, it is what it is, but it's gonna be like 1 p.m. 1 a.m. is gonna be before I get to bed. At least 1 a.m., maybe 1 or 2 p.m. or in between. So because I'm not just jumping right up to bed when I'm done with the stream. I will have to de-stream and have something to drink and maybe pet the dog, and I need to do my skincare routine. I need to smoke my goodnight cigarette, and yeah, all the things you need to do before I can relax. And then I will be putting my headband on with my there's some ear doodly dood sound in, so I can hear my audiobook while in bed. It's really good. I bought it on Amazon, and I kind of thought it was like, I've seen some ads with it. I thought it was like, a joke. I didn't thought it was real, but it's actually quite good. It really works very well. So I have been thinking of getting one more, so I would have two, so I could wash one and then use the other one, because they do get a bit sweatier things. So So that's another thing. So I have a whole list of things, but um, so yeah, so it's gonna. Yeah, that's a good thing about being dyslexic because you get a lot of those things for free. Yeah, that's right. So and the reason why I need an audiobook is because my husband is snoring very loud, and it's just getting the older he gets, the worse it gets. So just I don't want us to sleep in different bedrooms, because then I might as well get a divorce. So I really want us still to be sleeping in the same bed. And doing that, I need to have something in my ears because otherwise, I'm never gonna sleep. Um, but yeah, I will say if my husband is winning that, if the new union is gonna take his case and go to court and win it, and then he will, if he gets everything, like everything he is that is in his rights, he's probably gonna get close to 500,000. But I don't think he's gonna get that much because that's what the guy from the union said. It was one of the bad thing you could say is that he got job so quick afterwards, so he might not get like the extra money, but he will. I'm gonna say if he gets for the 4 month they owe him in payment, and for the two on calls he should have been what he lost for money from that part. That is also close to the 400,000. So that would be all good and dandy. Do if we do get that kind of money, I am gonna get my computer for sure. I am gonna get the cross stitch stand, and I am gonna buy some of the things I haven't bought for a while. That might be, you know, a diamond painting or two. There might be some Norse alchemist pins and stuff like that. Just because I might be going a bit shop on the loose there. There are some things from the Amazon I need to buy that I also have like that are on hold, waiting. That's in the cart but waiting. So, but I have my writing my cart for the money for the horse is always there, no matter what. No, not matter what. But yeah, I would be able to buy like a extra one that I can have, so I can have some extra hours during the summer. So yeah, in that sense you're right. My card for the writing I could buy up some extra things for. So and then we're gonna pay off some of the loans we have. Not the mortgage. That's not that many money, but some of the small loans we have here and there we have had to do to get due to pandemic and all that. We can get rid of, and yeah, and close some of the holes that's been like created by the whole thing. So we could get a clean, not a clean start, but get cleaned out in a lot of things. And like I could get the computer, and you know um, that would do a lot for me, and it's a thing I've been actually saving up for. And then I just had to let go of that money because suddenly my husband needed it, so to speak. We needed it both for the mortgage and the bills. So yeah, it's a whole thing. But um, it is a bit of a special setup we have, my husband and I, because we have different banks, because the house is in his name. And the unfortunate thing about it is that the bank he has is a really bad bank, to be honest. And they are really paying low interests in the for instance on your the account you use for the salary. So and for instance my bank has just raised the interest. Well, what my husband wants, I don't know. What? How do we care? No, I think what my husband wants is he wants to buy some new machines for the home, washing machine, tumble dryer, lawnmower, things like that. I think he wants to buy. He did talk about getting a new computer for himself. He might do that too, just so he had one for the private things. He got one now from his work, but you know, I don't know. It might be a bit stupid to get one private, you know, as it is right now. I don't think it's one of the first thing he's gonna buy. It's not a new computer. That might just be for instance, a lawnmower, because we don't have one. We are borrowing one as it is because our one just broke down due to age. So. And then we need a new washing machine or a tumble dryer. So that's kind of the three things that are urgent, and then my computer. So four things we really gonna invest in right away, almost as soon as that is settled and hopefully the money is getting in. So that's why we are crossing the fingers that the union say yes. And they will run the case, and then it's gonna be almost an open shut case because it's so obvious. There's so many question marks and stuff like that it seems so strange that the other ones didn't want to take it. Actually, what he's told us, the union told him, my husband, was that the other ones, the one we are members of now, they could actually take it to a border, calling it's called something like a hiring board, where you can go with a complaint about your hiring and firing and stuff like that. But you have to do it within 10 days. But they didn't tell us about that. Why? So, as I say, they are really incompetent. They don't know nothing about what they were sitting with from that branch, and I'm so disappointed. And I am gonna tell them. And what I'm intending to do is help my husband to do a post on LinkedIn, so he can make a post, because he's connected that way in the electrician world. To tell that is not a one union you're going to pick, and you're not going to choose. Be aware of that. If you choose one of the yellow ones, they are not obliged to tell anything in their marketing strategy. So they don't have to tell, for instance, that they can't, there are certain cases they can't go to court with. They can only go through civil courts. For instance, they can't go to the working court. No, it doesn't say anything about it anywhere on their website or anywhere where when you are being a member. Actually, the opposite, almost. They can do everything, but they can't. So, okay. Enough rant about that. I might be ranting a bit more in Danish on Sunday. Just because I will be knowing more, I think, Sunday. I am going to run out of here. It seems like it's just you and me, Ulla. So thank you for standing by me on another stream. And thank you for being here and keeping me and everyone else who has been stopping by company, and for just supporting me with who you are. I am back for sure Sunday. Whether I'm on tomorrow or not will be you will have to see. And if anyone is watching this on a VOD or replay, while it's still on here on Twitch, just know that I will be coming. I am streaming Sunday for sure. Tomorrow we will see. Okay, and then let's talk about it again Sunday. What the strategy is going forward. Take care, all of you. If you are watching this on a VOD, thank you for stopping by and watching my stream. And we will be seeing each other again for sure. Ulla. Take care, you too. And let's see. Come on. Okay. So, all of you, take care, stay safe. Bye.